Yo, thank you for joining me. We're at KGCN, Kilo Golf Charlie November, Grand Canyon National Park Airport. Um, we are going to do a little tour around the Grand Canyon. I don't know the Grand Canyon at all. I've selected the Icon A5 as a nice little craft to be flying around in. It's got an endurance of about 6 hours flight time, which is nothing really, but I didn't want anything overly powered. I also didn't want to be in a helicopter because I don't know helicopters very well. So we'll see how this goes. This is the first time I've flown this little craft. It's beautiful, isn't it? Actually. So let us radio into the tower. Um, okay. Oh, I need to put the electrical systems on in order to radio into the tower. Not 100% sure on how to do that. That's the flaps lever. That's the landing gear. Is it this big button here? Pitch trim. Okay. Engine started. Garmin sat nav there. Okay, let's get rid of this printer notification that's come up here. We'll radio into the tower. I don't know where we are, like on the map. What airfield are we at? What did I say it was? Grand Canyon Airfield. Let's see what there is. There's a National Park Airport. West Airport. I mean, I could take off and just see where we're at, but that just seems a bit mad. Let's depart. Let's depart north. Actually, we're facing. Let's depart east.
Canyon Ground Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra request taxi for departure to the east with India.
Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi 2 and hold short of runway 21 using taxiway Papa Bravo Alpha. Contact tower on 119.0 when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 21 using taxiway Papa Bravo Alpha Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra.
It's saying I'm supposed to be departing east. Okay, so I wish I'd gone west now. Oh well. Doesn't matter too much. This is a funny aircraft, isn't it? It looks like a car instrumentation cluster, doesn't it? I don't need too much airstrip actually. I'll be alright going halfway in, I think. Oh, I don't know. That's why I'm driving at 20 knots. That's not good, is it? Yeah, I think I'm ready. Taxi PBA. Where's PBA? Let's bring up this VFR. Doesn't tell me the lanes on there either. Okay, that's strange. Let's close that map. Let's go.
Canyon Tower Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra ready at runway 21 East departure.
Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra altimeter 29er.9er 2 wind calm east departure approved. Cleared
Right.
for takeoff runway 21.
Although I'm not actually going east.
Cleared for takeoff runway 21 Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Never mind. That was a little bit dodgy. I'm sort of northeast anyway. Why is my throttle being cut? Fuckers. I don't understand it. I'm runway 21. I'm departing sort of east and my throttle got cut for no reason. Now I can't throttle up. I don't know what's gone wrong there.
Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra
There we
continue
go.
for east departure.
I've taken off.
Canyon Tower Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra continue for east departure.
Right. Grand Canyon Village Airport. Not up on my map. Oh, there's the Grand Canyon. Crikey. Let's have a look. I don't think this is going to be the best tour of the Grand Canyon, to be fair. Lovely little craft this. UCM. This is how I do the Grand Canyon when I go at some point. Okay, so we're on a northbound direction to Tusayan. So I think we're at the start, well, depending on which side, but we're on the east side of the Grand Canyon, basically. So, wow. I don't know why I thought the Grand Canyon would be formed by, I know it is a canyon, but I thought it'd be formed by elevated mountain ranges on either side. Maybe not. This would be pretty cool to see. Um, I'm stuck in this view now. Okay, cool. Actually, that sort of close view, I don't.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Thank you.
Canyon Tower Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra frequency change. Los Angeles Center Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type Icon 5 miles northeast of Canyon
I'm
8,600
happy with that
feet.
pilot view.
Request flight following.
Frontier Flight 2710 descend and maintain flight level 330. Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Los Angeles Center. Squawk 4226.
Ah, we are quite high up though. We are at like
Squawk 4226
over 8,000
Icon
feet
X-ray
above
Golf
sea
Sierra.
level.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra radar contact
Quite
6
mad.
miles northeast of Canyon 8,400 feet. Altimeter
I think this Icon A5 goes up to about 30,000 feet.
Roger, Icon
Look at
X-ray
this,
Golf Sierra.
beautiful. Okay. That's rendered a bit funny down there though. It's probably because of the sudden change, like because the topography is so dramatic. It's just taken like the satellite view and stretched it down, which is a real shame that they haven't really gone in and manually adjusted this. I mean, Christ, it is the Grand Canyon. People are going to want to tour it, like for sure. You can see the same thing down there as well. They've just sort of got that same 2D satellite image and stretched it downwards. I don't know if flights in 2024 will have like dealt with those things a bit better. You'd think AI would just fill it in though, do you know what I mean? Maybe it will. Maybe that's yet to come. I didn't expect the Grand Canyon to be... I didn't expect it to be this wide, to be honest. I mean, we are on the east side, so maybe this is a bit wider, but I had no idea it'd be like this. It's quite remarkable, really. I thought it was like, you know, like, I don't know, like a kilometre across or something. Do you know what I mean? The width of it.
Frontier Flight 2710 contact Denver Center on 127.55. Good day.
All of this makes me want to watch actual flight videos on YouTube of people doing microlight flights around the Grand Canyon and stuff.
127.55 for Frontier Flight 2710.
Look at that. It's stunning, really. So dramatic a landscape. Wow. So I think we're going to follow it to the other side, but once I've flown through some of the cool places. Oh, I wonder how many of these faces have been climbed. It's just set routes, or people just go, I'm going to climb that face today. Because it is a national park, so I imagine there's some sort of limitation there of just stuffing all your climbing protection in any bit of rock. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how these things work really. I'm hoping I can get through there without having to climb significantly. Otherwise, I'm going to be stalling out. I don't know what my stall speed is in this craft. Okay, so I will be climbing. Okay, that's a bit close for comfort, isn't it? Whoa. That was a bit close for comfort. Crikey. Okay. Well, I think we're going to be gradually working our way to the northwest. Now looks like it's been textured correctly, maybe. Maybe not though. I don't know. It looks believable though, doesn't it? I'd like to know our ground height though, because I'm guessing we're about 1,000 feet. I'm guessing, or maybe 1.5 above the ground. Because knowing my height above sea level isn't particularly useful when you're flying low altitude like this. Okay, so if that's the Grand Canyon Village, we're going to be heading west by northwest, I suppose. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh, I'd love to go out and camp somewhere like this. I really would. Well, I'm getting a little bit of turbulence because of the airspeed, but I did throttle right down. I haven't hit an Alpha X-Ray Sierra Golf. What is my call sign anyway? Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. I think I'm going to jump onto a different frequency. In a second. Wow. Well, it will certainly be interesting to do this in an FA-18, which is downloading at the moment. Full thrust and afterburners on. Hell yeah. How many pilots have done this and imagine they're in the trench run? Do you know what I mean? You would do, wouldn't you? You certainly would.
American 481 contact Denver Center on 127.55. Good day.
My airspeed's 104. It just feels quite fast.
Going to 127.55 American 481. Generic
Oh
6
God.
Alpha Victor contact Albuquerque Center on 124.5. 127 descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
Christ, that was close. Well, it felt close. How close was it?
124.5 for generic 6 Alpha Victor.
Not that bad.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 60 giant tree 727.
Just throttle down a little bit. Give myself a little bit more manoeuvrability. Is this where the Hoover Dam is? I mean, this is going to sound awfully ignorant, but I don't know where the Hoover Dam is. Yeah, that'd be cool to see a dam. Oh, come on, let's get that rudder going.
Southwest 600, contact Denver Center on 127.55. Good day. Giant tree 727 descend and maintain flight level tree 60. 127.55 southwest 600.
Wow. It was quite marvellous. Now I'd definitely pay for a flight like this, if this is what they do. They fly like this along the Grand Canyon. Fuck yeah, this is incredible.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 50.
Look at the state of this. That's just mind-blowing. Well, I mean, it's not hugely detailed, to be fair. Like that's a fairly generic texture sprayed across there, but it's just the shape of it is just beautiful. Like I know elevation data on mapping is quite complicated, really, compared to the rest of it. So to have all this detail of elevation, the topological detail is brilliant. I wonder how much it matches real life. How accurate it is.
Giant tree 7, generic 6 Alpha Victor descend and maintain flight level 270.
Well, I'm getting a bit concerned that it's probably worthwhile me pulling up soon and gaining some altitude, actually.
American 7, Spirit
I'm a bit worried about this passenger.
and maintain flight level 350.
It doesn't exist.
Spirit Wings 1272 descend and maintain flight level 350.
I keep hearing the call sign Spirit Wings.
And maintain flight level 360.
Not sure who Spirit Wings is.
American 750 descend and maintain flight level 320. Exit 843 climb and maintain flight level 400. Descend and maintain flight level 320 American 750. Generic Foxtrot 87 climb and Spirit Wings 1272 descend and maintain flight level 350.
What an incredibly dramatic landscape.
Exit 843 climb and maintain flight level 400. Exit 408 descend and maintain flight level 260.
Wow. God, it really opens up.
Descend and maintain flight level 260 exit 408. tree climb and maintain flight level 400.
Nice looking aircraft, this Icon A5. Doesn't look like it wants to fold into a car though, doesn't it? Like a bit of a Bond aircraft.
Generic 79er X-ray climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Keep speed not above 2. Generic Foxtrot 87 climb and maintain flight level 450. Spirit Wings 1272 descend and maintain flight level 350.
Oh, the Hoover Dam is west of here. Okay, all right. So it's beyond Lake Mead. Wow, I'm going to really get to know places through this game. Like that's somewhere I'd like to see in real life as well. To be honest, I mean, I don't know. I sort of want to see the. I suppose you can't just. I don't know. I've got mixed feelings about America as a place, really. I don't like the ideology of America. I don't like consumer capitalism, elitism. I don't like a nation that's essentially been built on the transatlantic slave trade. Although, you know, the UK is not exactly, can't exactly claim innocence. You know what I mean? But to deny and such social inequality, I really struggle with American society. But as a place, you know, physically, geographically, incredible. Yosemite, wow. You know what I mean? All the trails, places like this. I'd like to see the physical places, but just sort of keep my head down, really. Do you know what I mean?
Generic 7, Exejet 848 descend and maintain flight level 360. Skywest 3248 descend
Incredible.
and maintain flight level 350.
I mean, I presume this is
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Keep speed not above. Exejet 848 descend and maintain flight level 360.
tectonic activity rather than, you know, asteroids and things like that.
Descend and maintain flight level 350. Skywest 3248. Southwest 3339er climb and maintain flight level 370. Climb and maintain flight level 370 Southwest 3339er. Los Angeles Center American 1769er flight level 370. American 1769er Los Angeles Center, continue to LJOIY as planned. Climb and maintain flight level 360 Exejet 8.
Oh, thank God. Sorted. Oh, a bit of peace and quiet. Bloody hell. It's been getting on my nerves. I can't believe it. It's taken me all that time to be able to turn down the radio. Do you know what I mean? Wow. Yeah, I mean, some places have been shaped by meteorite impacts, haven't they? Meteors. But I presume this is all just movement of tectonic plates and things. I don't know if there's any evidence of volcanic activity. Sure, when you go somewhere like this, there'll be a huge visitor centre explaining what what's what. I just don't know much about the Grand Canyon at all. I think there's some. Is the bald eagle maybe a species native? I know there's some carrion and huge birds of prey, but I just associate giant eagles with the Grand Canyon. How far down that little river is? That river looks tiny. It's hard to think that it's that very river that would have carved all that valley. Do you know what I mean? All that erosion. You know, when this date is back, like as old as the Earth. Do you know what I mean? Like what? It'll be at least 200 million years old. This canyon. The shape of it, I wonder. Nice to just be able to follow it west. Actually, as soon as it starts dipping south again, I might just, yeah, I think it's starting to dip south there a bit. We've got to go over that mountain range, that ridge up ahead, to be able to get to Lake Mead National sort of recreation area. It says on the map here, but this like bit here, I don't know if you can see where the river is. That's in its own little trough, and then there's a larger trough, and then an even larger trough that the whole thing sits in. And I thought it was this like second size that was the Grand Canyon. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was like a kilometre width. What I didn't realise is just how vast this region is. Like, wow. I could spend a year here and not get bored. Do you know what I mean? This is huge. You know what I mean? Just exploring it. And imagine people just turn up for a day and take a few selfies and piss off again. Do you know what I mean? That's the modern world. But I'd happily want a week or two here, like just to like hike around and camp out and stuff like that. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, well. That's weird the way that it's like a huge meandering, isn't it? Do you know what I mean, of the river? It's huge actually. Right? Okay, so we're going to plop over the mountain range, but actually I think approaching the Hoover Dam would be best from the valley, would it not? I suppose I can always turn around. I don't want to lose too much altitude at the moment. But I could go west of that mountain, south of the mountain range actually, to avoid it. I think. No, maybe not. Well, I say mountain range. I think that's just the plateau, really. Like this whole thing is just a huge canyon, isn't it? So. This has confused me a bit. I'm heading west now, but this is taking a dramatic turn to the north. Well, that has confused me a little bit. So, let's gain some altitude. Unless I'm underestimating the absolute size of this thing, because does it turn back west over there? We'll find out. Now this west side of the canyon, well, certainly from height it looks good. But like those striations of the different rock types, that looks good. Geologist's wet dream, isn't it, really? Grand Canyon. But yeah, whereas the satellite imagery that was like sort of stretched down the side of it before wasn't superb, really. We're getting up to about 8,000 feet now. So it looks like it starts to stall around 50 knots, maybe. What's up ahead, I wonder? I've really got to try this game out with a flight stick. The only downside to using a flight stick is I won't then have it on a 55-inch 4K, and I refuse to move my PC downstairs into the lounge. And I'm not going to put a TV upstairs. That's too much. So it'd just be on a 22-inch. All right, it's triple screen, but it's not the same. I mean, this is an incredible view. Ooh, just pulled up a bit too much there. Get the old stall. That still looks like Grand Canyon to me. Should be seeing, if I'm doing this correctly, should be seeing Henderson to the west. Oh, there's every chance I'm not doing this correctly. I'm just going to rotate around to the west, but oh my God, how big is this place? Like I'm expecting to have hit the reservoir now. Is that still the Colorado River down there? I mean, I haven't flown over Vegas yet, do you know what I mean? So as long as we're not flying over Las Vegas, I think we're not gone too far, really. Wow. Oh God. It's times like this I wish I still smoked a doobie. To be honest, to be absolutely brutally honest, I could happily smoke a doobie and just take in this view. I'd probably crash right now, but wow. Jesus Christ, that is beautiful. I had no idea that the colours would be like this as well. I had no idea that. I thought it was all desert, really. I mean, this is the Arizona desert, is it not? I had no idea that the colours would be like this, though. The contrast between the green and the blue. It's almost like an aquamarine, some of the greens as well. Aquamarine. What's that big thing there? That rock has got to have a name, hasn't it? Right. Just wow. I thought we were at the end of the Grand Canyon. I had no idea it was this big. What I don't know, though, is I had to get a map. What's this notification? Download started. Good. Where's the maps, though? Right. I wonder, does this quit me out? This will return. Do you want to? It looks like it will quit me out, you know. There isn't a map over here, as far as I can tell. These aren't maps where the weight, balance, custom toolbar. It's Supai. I didn't know there was Supai near. I didn't know Supai was nearby. It says it's 3 minutes or 3 miles away.
124.2 Icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
Oh,
Los Angeles
okay.
Center Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 9,300 feet.
Where are my flight glasses? Or my flight goggles? Hey Valve, you alright? Bit of flight sim. No bit of flight sim. I'm not going to be able to read this, glasses or no glasses, because of the contrast. Chew wheat. Let's try that. It's 20 miles away. Flying over the Grand Canyon, which I discovered was in Arizona, or is in Arizona, I should say. Still there. Chew wheat, Arizona. Oh my God. I've still got so far to go. This Grand Canyon's enormous. This is absolutely vast. I had no idea. I had no idea. God, the Americans don't do things small, do they, at all? Like that is huge. Then, if I've still not got to chew wheat, that is huge. Well, at least I know I need to adjust my heading as well. How are you doing, Valve? You alright? Have you been on Flight Sim before? Don't know if it's your sort of game. Actually, it's weird calling it a game, isn't it? I mean, I'm playing it on a games console, but just does not feel like a game. You know what? I'm at some decent height now. Maybe I can try a barrel roll. Oh God. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's horrible. I've lost my heading and everything. How much altitude did I lose there? Well, at least I know the future. That is nothing like a jet. What's this thing coming up here then? Funny, like in Australia, you get one jutty out rock thing, and they're like, "This is Ayers Rock. You've got to travel 8 hours to go and see it." And then, like here in Arizona, it's like bloody loads of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's loads of these things. It's crazy. I wonder what's eroded that. That looks like it's more wind erosion than water. I don't know. Well, I wonder if 2 weeks are a reasonably sized settlement. Imagine living out here. It would certainly give you a sense of place in the universe, wouldn't it? For sure. Just anything like this, any tremendous scale, when you're out here, just makes you think, God, isn't the planet vast? Do you know what I mean? And then, by implication, the universe. Oh, overspeed, overspeed. That throttled down a bit. It's a much more pleasant flight when the throttle's lowered. It's nice gliding speed. Don't want to lose too much altitude and have to re-climb again. Yeah, that's a bit dodgy, that rendering there. That's a bit sloppy actually. That again is the satellite image just being stretched down the side. So from above I think that would look completely fine, but and they've done what they've done. Without proper 3D photogrammetry, I think it'd be hard to get that looking right, really. Oh, God, you'd be so lucky to live out here. Like if I was in Arizona, I wouldn't bother with Las Vegas at all. This is where it's at. I think if I visited Arizona and didn't go to Vegas, I wouldn't be upset about that. Like if I didn't get to see the Grand Canyon and the Hoover Dam, yeah, man, that would be a loss. Grand Canyon bar airstrip. What? That's a bar and an airstrip. Grand Canyon. Something begins with T after that bar word. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's just crazy. My altitude now. I'm at 4,500 feet above sea level, right? Which I don't know. Am I 4,500 feet above that river? Probably not. Probably 3,000. But just to think the height of the sides here. Like I'm gonna have to climb again. Actually, I do want to have another little canyon run. So I can't do my canyon run before I hit the end of it, because then that'd be too much of a climb. So let's start it now then. As long as we're generally heading west, I think that'll be all right. Together, we will go our ways. Together, do all the different days. Together, your hand in my hand. Together, we will understand. Go west, where the skies are blue. Go west, baby, me and you. Look at this. That's such a different colour again. So white, isn't it? Such different shades all throughout. I mean, I'm amazed to see any greenery. I really thought this was all desert. Look at that black rock, igneous rock, I presume. Or is it? No, or has it just been stretched? It looks to be stretched to me. Those trees don't really grow like that, do they? Yeah, that is weirdly done. Together, we will fly so high. Together, tell all our friends goodbye. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is a lot more interesting actually when you fly low. I mean, the unfortunately, what's that thing up there? It doesn't look as good. Well, actually, I don't know. These trees and things, they look pretty realistic. Saying that. Wow. Water's looking good as well. I have no idea what day it is today. Well, I've got roughly an idea. Oh, it's Monday. Together, we'll fly so high. Nice, I've got an airspeed of 90 and I'm only at like, feels like 50% throttle. That's pretty cool. God, it really makes me want to book a flight through the Grand Canyon. If I don't know if they do things like this, but because I imagine having an aeroplane flying through the Grand Canyon would sort of disturb wildlife and piss off anybody who's just wanting to be out there, one with nature. If they keep doing things like that, but maybe like a microlight glider or something, I don't know. That'd be cool. Now this is going to be interesting. I'm just going to get throttled up and gain some altitude because I don't know what that turn's going to be like there. Could be horrific. Oh no, it's not too bad. I hope. Yeah, it's all right. Keep occasionally hitting the right rudder because my brain's already mapped that as an accelerate function in cars. Do you know what I mean? And it does me no good. Shit yourself if you were out there fishing and this thing flew over your head, wouldn't you? Or I suppose it's not that loud. You'd hear it coming down the valley as well. It's not like faster than sound. But that'd be pretty cool. A fast jet coming down here. The boom it would make would just be incredible. I think it heads south only to come back up like north again. So if I head west over this section here, this is over the like the foresty area, and there might be like some sort of massive national monument apparently on Google Maps anyway, but we'll see. Okay. I'm sure I can climb above that ridge line, that little mountain range. I say little mountain range, it won't feel little if you were stood at the base of that mountain. I don't know where mountain begins and where mountain ends. You know what I mean? It's all just like mountain. I think we're going to make it. Although I can see those tiny little trees there. Oh, that's a storm warning. Whoa. Bloody hell. Always underestimate the amount of climbing I need to do to get over a mountain. Okay, cool. So, coming up on the Hoover Dam then shortly, must be. Yes, this is still Grand Canyon. Yeah, it is. And on the other side of this Grand Canyon now is the Hoover Dam. And that'd be a sight to see actually. I don't want to dip into this canyon again. I mean, I do, is what I'm saying. I want to dip in and fly about in the canyon, but I don't want to also then have to do another climb back up. What we like on fuel, we're all right. I wonder what that is over to the south then. Peach Springs, maybe. Kingman. So actually, I mean, if we follow the canyon now, we come up to the tail end of Colorado River. I think it's called Colorado. Wow, it is vast. Right, what is it? The Colorado River. But then what's the name of the river that goes through the Grand Canyon? That's still the Colorado. It's all Colorado. Okay, right. That sort of makes sense then. And then the name of the Lake Mead. Okay. So, Lake Mead. Where's the Colorado there? I mean, actually, if I gain some altitude now, a sustainable climb. I don't want that to be constantly stalling and not thereabouts. Yeah. Oh, I can climb a little bit more. Come on. Climb, 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 climb. Climb, climb, climb. And get a good overview of Lake Mead. Again, I think this little light aircraft is about, well, I think it's 28,000 feet. That's its rating anyway. So we should be good for about 20,000 feet. If I can get up to that, it's going to be difficult. Let's do it. Birds do it, or do they? Okay. So, should really be able to see Lake Mead now. I stalled it. Arizona Joshua Tree Forest, somewhere nearby. Grand Canyon Bar TGA Airstrip. I'm really expecting to see Lake Mead in front, so I've done something dodgy on the old navigation. I don't know what it is. Unless I'm heading over Oak Grove as we speak. That could make sense. Again, just underestimating the sheer size of the Grand Canyon. I mean, when you look at, I mean, on recording it's 1080p. On the TV it's 4K, and there's often many times when I'm watching movies and I'm thinking, no real advantage of 4K. But when you can pick out every single little tree, it's just like, wow. The sense of scale then becomes so apparent. Okay, that is just a log. There's nothing near to me, which if I was over at Oak Grove, that sort of makes sense really. And there's no landmarks nearby apparently, even though we've just done the Grand Canyon. Well, I suppose technically I know the Grand Canyon Bar 10 airstrip is just behind. That's east of us. So, come on. Grand Canyon, bar 10, airstrip. Right, okay. So, yeah, we are. We're still right. Oh no, yeah, Webb's Ranch airstrip. Yeah, bloody hell. Jesus Christ, this place is massive. I had no idea. Wow. Wow. Right. Well, I think my heading's good. I mean, if I'm probably want to be heading a little bit more westerly. Roland Springs, Willow Beach. Okay. All right. So let's head to the west. I will then do the Colorado River, the Hoover Dam, and then finish off with a landing at Las Vegas Airstrip. Well, I say airstrip, Las Vegas Airport. So as long as we can maintain our westerly heading and not lose too much altitude, I've overshot. Okay. I'm just gonna trim up and rotate. Cool. Hopefully that will lock me into a nice little bit of flying. We're just heading over Oak Grove at the moment. We'll come upon the Grand Canyon West Skywalk. That'll be cool to see if it is visible, really. Let's have a look. Oh, maybe some of the structures. And then we'll rejoin the Colorado River, head on to Lake Mead, and check out the Hoover Dam as we pass by Boulder City for a touchdown in Las Vegas. That's your flight plan, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go now and have a wee outside the aircraft window. So if you're sat behind me, make sure your window's closed. Right, okay. I'm going to go pee-wee. One sec. Right, I've got a tea brewing and I'm back, but the bad news is I've decided to munch down on some cereal actually, so let's just take the stick and just check, make sure our heading's all good. We've not veered off course, which is nice, but there's Lake Mead. So we're a lot further north than I thought we were. Is that Lake Mead? Pierce Ferry, and that's 16 nautical miles away. Okay, Pierce Ferry Airport is near the Colorado River, so that's good. That's where I want to head. I'm just going to mute my mic while I'm chowing. There is one huge downside when you are bearded and you eat like a dog, and it's a milk-based meal, and that you get milk in your beard and it smells. Oh God, I could eat cereal. Well, I do eat cereal all day long, actually. goddamn love this stuff. I love cereal and milk just any time of the day. Don't know why. It's just like it probably is my favourite meal actually. And I go through like different phases. It used to be like, you know, crunching up cornflakes, and now I'm just like fruit and nut bran flakes. Oh God, I love this stuff. I had a porridge phase. Gained a lot of weight through my porridge phase actually. I don't know if that was the porridge. The recommended serving was like 75 grams, and I used to eat like 300 grams of the goddamn stuff. Pierce Ferry, that's where we want to be. This is Lake Mead. This is the Colorado River. So we're heading towards the Hoover Dam. Look at this wonderful, wonderful landscape. Had I known that, oh, that's quite interesting actually. Look, by the looks of things, the way that the field of view works, this will go really well on a triple monitor actually. Just look at the way the Pierce Ferry thing enlarged there. Yeah, that's a cool field of view. I did think about getting some MDF paneling and just like building a little mini sort of cockpit feel with some switches and Arduino and things like that. I think I've got all the bits needed, to be honest. I just need to pull my finger out. I can't really be bothered with it. Where's this South Cove? Oh, okay. So in actual fact, again, this Lake Mead is flipping gigantic. I had no idea. I really want to be travelling at like Mach 3 really to. Next time I will be. I'll be getting a fast jet and doing the Grand Canyon that way. This is insane. Insanely massive. Yeah, had I known it'd been so big, well, I don't know. It's been superb to see and get a sense of the scale of it actually. That's been wonderful. That's been an eye-opener. But I would have probably taken off from that airfield. Then I'd have missed the Grand Canyon, really. Well, at least I know there's an airfield. There must be one even closer to the Hoover Dam, actually. Right, so we're on the southwest heading. I think we want to be on a west by southwest heading to get to the Hoover Dam. Temple Bar. Let's have a look. Sure, I could hear some noise. It was Alexa talking. Shut up, Alexa. Temple Bar Marina, Arizona. It's just Temple Bar. Temple Bar, Arizona, USA. But what I don't know is if Temple Bar is an airfield or what. Okay. Benelli Landing. Don't know what that is. Oh wow. I had no idea that this lake was so big. And like I was thinking, the difficulty with being in a place like Arizona, I don't like being too far away from the coast myself. Because in Britain, pretty much the only place you can actually swim outdoors is the sea. There's not really allowed many wild swimming places, to be honest. Like everything, somebody's laid claim over God's beautiful planet and denied other people access to that. But if you lived in Arizona and you wanted to go swimming, alright, it's not tidal, but you've got this huge lake. God knows what's swimming around in that lake as well. I mean, that could support some big old creatures, couldn't it? The Arizona Monster. Don't seem to be making much headway on that Temple Bar. Oh yeah, I'm getting there. I'm going to put my throttle up actually. Get as much juice out of this thing as possible. Yeah, we're traveling fast, aren't we? Although this thing does feel like a fancy car in the air, to me anyway. I'm thinking when we get to Temple Bar, we're going to be heading west to get to the Hoover Dam. In which case, I think I'm on a good heading at the moment. I presume. Get the sun out my eyes. I was thinking I could fly East Coast, West Coast of the US, and looking at the distance, you know, I was thinking in a small plane, to be honest. And looking at the distance I've done, it is so incredibly negligible. It would take me like a year of non-stop flying. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to Google it. Like, how long to fly from the west coast to the east coast of the United States at 100 knots? Okay. I had to Google this. How many nautical miles is the west coast to the east coast of the United States of America? Okay, well, it's about 3,000 miles across, roughly. Right, so which is 2,000. So it's 2,300 nautical miles. So it's a day. Take a day of non-stop flying, a 24-hour marathon. Yeah, I'm up for that. Why not? Hell, why not? Okay, so the Hoover Dam is on the other side of this jutty out bit of landmass. But it's actually not. It's actually, I don't know what Benelli Landing is. Just a huge beach, basically. It's actually over another mountain range again. because we're heading over Temple Bar. That's 2 miles. It's another 20 miles to the Hoover Dam. Towards the west. But I'm sort of tempted to duck down, across that lake, and just follow the lake round. Basically, where I'm looking centre screen is where like Lake Mead ends type thing and flows into the reservoir, like through a little channel. Where I'm looking centre screen on the other side of that ridge is where the Hoover Dam is. So I'm thinking a cool little flight would be to go through that channel. Again, totally underestimated the size of this lake. I mean, it is vast. No idea. Absolutely no idea it was this big. I don't know why I've done it in a tiny little microlight. I really thought I'd be up and down the Grand Canyon, seeing everything within the hour. I had no idea. It was so huge. This region here is called the Benelli Landing. Looks like salt plains to me, I don't know. I suppose they'd be whiter, wouldn't they? Maybe. God, that lake goes on quite far into the distance. Oh, there's an Echo Bay up ahead. I don't suppose that relates to the song Echo Beach. I wonder. Unless there's lots of echo things. Wow, well, I'm sold on a visit to this area of the world, like, for sure. Almost reminds me of the Canary Islands, actually. Just how barren, arid, and dramatic the landscape is. I wonder why. Well, I suppose Arizona is a desert area. I mean, because you've got Denver and Colorado, which are fairly green to the north. You've got Salt Lake City to the north, which is fairly green. California to the west, which is fairly green. Just out of Phoenix, Sedona, and all of that area is fairly green. So I wonder why.
123.475 for Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra. Las Vegas approach Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 7,500 feet.
I wonder why it's so desert-like here. Have all the minerals been leached away from the soil? Does make me want to watch a YouTube video. I could get the old encyclopedia off the shelf, actually. Do it the manual way. This is so much like being inside a car, this plane. I mean, apart from having the stick between your legs, it just looks and feels like being in a car. It's quite weird. It's actually, I don't find it that reassuring. I like the look of the Cessna, really, even though it's like this dull brown look. It's like how a plane should look, really. I'll put my strobe lights on. I'm going to see them in daylight now. Oh, they are on now. They're on now. But time for a disco. Oh, I can't do anything with that Garmin. It just looks good, does it? Now that call sign as well, that Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. I wonder if that's mine now as a player. It's randomly generated. Do I get to pick another one? I don't know. This is what I was talking about. So this is Lake Mead. That's a channel. But I don't know if that's called Lake Mead or if that's just called like the Hoover Reservoir or something. I'll come right out of. It's just called the Colorado River. Well. Okay, so Hoover Dam's down there then. Finally. Okay, let's dive. I'll dive to the maximum airspeed, about 120 knots. Boulder City. Why does a nautical mile have to be different to a regular mile? Or why can't we just change one to match the other? Or everybody works in kilometres maybe. There we go. Like that's the way forward, isn't it? Working kilometres. Like I admit that. I work in miles. I work in miles and meters. It's totally fucked up. That is a really messed up thing. Like I don't work in yards. That's so I'm just like it's horrific basically. And then they talk about you get sold petrol in litres in the UK, but then everything's measured in miles per gallon just to confuse the hell out of the consumer. I mean, you've got to commit. You know, in Britain, I think we actually introduced legislation about what you could use as measuring. I'd be all for that. I wouldn't mind that. Like if they forced everybody to adopt a certain standard. This is why Europe is so much more progressive than the UK and the US when it comes to things like this. Again, that mapping just looks a bit odd on the side of some of those hills there. But... Right, here we go. A little tour of Hoover Dam. That's what our passengers have patiently been waiting for. Not just the passengers, the pilot as well. I think this plane is designed for a water landing as well, I think. I mean, that landing gear though doesn't retract into something that you'd imagine is like, you can still see the actual landing gear, so unless that's just this reproduction, in real life it may be different. Still, I mean, we're only in a small part of the lake. I mean, you've seen the whole thing, and yet this still looks absolutely vast. Now it's telling me Boulder City is southwest of here. So we're still not there really. That small island. I can't tell where that is on the map actually. How's this here? What is that? This is strange because Boulder City is now to the west. Okay, that makes sense. So it doesn't make any sense to me. Bloody hell. Where was this? I'm heading west. No, so Boulder City is to the south of me now. Right. What is this place here? Is that a trailer park or something? No, that's actually oh, those are residences, aren't they? Okay, this has confused me now. Where's Boulder City then? 7 nautical miles that way. Right. Because where Boulder City is where the Hoover Dam is, pretty much. Right, how am I directly north of Boulder City? What the hell? I don't understand how I could be north of Boulder City from the route I've taken. Oh, that's weird. There's 2 people in that plane, and yet when I'm in here, where's he gone? Oh my god, I've got no body. So where am I flying over now then? What road leads there? I have no idea. I'm really, it'll all come to light in a second. It'll come to light if I gain some height, but come to light if I gain some height. Like, okay, so I'm on the outskirts of Boulder City. Wait, what's that? Boulder City? That's not Boulder City, is it? What is it? Boulder City Mum? What the fuck? Boulder City Man? Ooh. Oh, it's the airport. Right. But then, where's this then? Okay, well, it's not too bad. From Boulder City Municipal Airport, the Hoover Dam, we'll go west. Go to the east, sorry. We'll go east, directly east. Boulder City sounds interesting, doesn't it? Boulder City. I somehow overshot the lake. I don't know how that happened. I somehow traversed the entire lake, thinking I had a bit more to go. Obviously didn't. So cool. We'll just go east now. Come back to Boulder City. Well, we'll be on to Vegas soon, but okay. So we'll head east. We'll come across the Colorado River in a second. And then I suppose we'll drop by Vegas via the east side through Whitney. Vegas looks enormous. Like, it really does look big. I know it's a city, but wow. Okay, I think that's Route 11 we're crossing over. There's the Hoover Dam. It's got to be centre screen. So we did overshoot it. I must have missed it. Unless again it's one of those we need to buy the DLC, and then this game has presented me with a lot of disappointments if that's the case. Is that Route 11? Possibly is. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently eastbound at an altitude of 3,500 feet and an airspeed of 105 knots. We'll be coming up on the Hoover Dam towards the north in approximately 10 minutes. There we go. There's my pilot voice. Actually, it's a little less than 10 minutes, I got that wrong. Well, not that much left. If you look out the port side window, you'll be able to see the Hoover Dam. I don't know anything about it. I wish I did. I could say the Hoover Dam was constructed in blah 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 and used blah 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 amount of concrete or whatever they used. This is the Colorado River. Again, I don't want to drop too much altitude because chill out. I'll just have to regain it all anyway. So it's quite nestled away, isn't it, really, the Hoover Dam? I was surprised about that. I thought it would be bigger, actually, if I'm honest. That doesn't look like it's rendering right to me. I thought the Hoover Dam was enormous compared to what we're seeing now. No, that's not the Hoover Dam, that's why, that's some bridge. Oh, there we go, there's the Hoover Dam. Right, wow. What's that bridge for then? That's for Route 11. Oh, I just assumed the road crossed over the dam. I had no idea that the road was separate to the dam. So it makes sense if the dam collapses, well, the road would be stuffed, wouldn't it, actually? Either way, it would get flooded away. Huh. You know what? Considering the scale of everything else, that makes the dam look tiny. And it's not tiny at all, is it? It's large. But everything else is so absolutely massive here. It doesn't look that big. Look at that. Jesus. I did scare the life out of me, I'll be honest. So is that like an overflow for the dam or something? Yeah, it's not as big as I thought it would be. Unless I'm missing something here. But no, that is it. Look at what these cars are doing here. That's a steep hill to go up and down, isn't it? Crikey. I think we'll do one more fly through, but from the air this time. From the air. Well, we've been in the air all this time. I mean, from some altitude. Fly over that bridge. Open Bombay doors. Oh, of course, it's a hydroelectric dam as well. It's not just... Yeah, of course. Hence all the power, like, infrastructure supporting it as well. So no wonder I missed it. Is in the great scheme of, like, the area, it's just not that big at all, really. Right, I think head directly to Vegas. And then look at this road, how wonky that is. Jesus, it doesn't look right. Something doesn't quite add up, does it, about this, like that? So it looks, it's just weird, isn't it? The way that's all. I don't know what's gone on there. That needs some like sort of manual sorting out, doesn't it, really, rather than whatever's going on there. So, land at Vegas. Yeah, why not? Okay, so from the Hoover Dam, even though I've made a mess of everything so far, if we continued westward, we will hit Vegas, basically. Like, that's it. There is a lake at Las Vegas, I didn't realise that. Now, I don't know where the airports are in Vegas, but I'll have a fly around anyway before I start thinking about going to the airport. It's been a long old flight. It's been a really long flight, actually. How long have we had so far? I'm surprised. I was coming off a few hours ago, about 4 hours ago. Oh, it's only been a couple of hours. That's sort of the average time I've been spending on flights, actually. So, yeah, it's not crazy. It just feels a long flight. Older city. I wonder why that city exists. Maybe it's mining or something. I wonder why people came to Boulder City. I love this this stitched leather. Like, I do like that. It's quite fancy, this plane. Cup holders. Yeah, it's neat. We'd have a propeller like that behind as well. And like, it's blowing as well, which is like, if you think about it, the motors, it's like blowing away. It's like the propeller in reverse, isn't it? If that's less efficient. I suppose it's quite cool. It's a proper sightseeing vehicle, then you don't have to be looking at the prop. Maybe. Okay. Welcome to Vegas.
Las Vegas approach icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Cleared through Bravo airspace icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
God, it must cost a fortune to run a city in the middle of the desert. Like the air conditioning, the water, the waste. Like, I imagine the environmental impact of the average person residing in Las Vegas must be like 4 or 5 times greater than the environmental impact of people elsewhere. I don't know. Just imagine it is huge because everything has to be shipped in and out, doesn't it? There's some big landfill somewhere for waste. I don't know. And again, you do get cities in deserts, so it can't be that uneconomical. Maybe. God, it looks very straight, organised lines, doesn't it? All the housing and stuff. Is that a solar farm there? Sure, I could hear some industrial sounds. There's no way I'd be hearing those at this sort of height. No. Right. Well, there's the main Las Vegas Strip, I presume, up ahead, over that way. All those high rises. Bellagio is dead ahead. Hmm. That's huge. All of this residential area supporting what? What do people do for a living in Vegas?
Going to 119.775 Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra. Las
It's a
Vegas
big
approach
city.
Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra
But it's weird.
5,300
They've built
feet.
all the way out here, but yet left huge swathes of like untouched land over here. Yeah. Oh, that's big, isn't it? That really is big. Las Vegas airports. Okay, so Henderson Executive is over there, but McCarran, I mean, there's a Harry Reid International Airport, and then there's a North Las Vegas Airport, which is just blipped off. But unless Harry Reid International, it would seem that that's the alternative name. What's this over here? Henderson Executive, and that's just the regular Henderson. McCarran International, and then North Las Vegas. So the main strip is just over there then. So we'll probably end up going to North Las Vegas then if any. I'll radio in after I've done the main strip.
Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra have the generic in sight.
Yeah, it's big. It's a big city, isn't it? Crikey. It's a shame with the cockpit view. I mean, if glass is structurally sound and it's a reasonably cost material, why not give this little craft a glass floor? Do you know what I mean? There. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it isn't. That's good. I mean, what I can do actually is, I think. No. just sit forward a little bit. But it's not a huge amount though. God, that is massive as a city though, isn't it? Isn't that absolutely gigantic? Again, I just assumed, and somewhat stupidly, because I knew they had an international airport, I just assumed that Las Vegas wasn't much bigger than the main strip, really. I just thought it was like maybe the radius of the whole city was from where I am away from the strip, like around the strip. Do you know what I mean? And like what, like so? I don't know why this sounds so stupid, but like an 8 mile radius or something. Like not the sheer size of this place. Wow. Okay. I don't think that airport would be that grateful for me flying across its airspace like this. Probably be shot down, wouldn't I?
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra traffic in sight.
They're talking about me now, saying they can see me. Okay, let's head to the main strip. Which is over yonder. It's quite a steep dive this, hence I throttled down. I'm still going to gain some airspeed. Shit, I hope I don't collide. Oh, I don't think you can collide in this. Right, I think that's the Bellagio there. That means the airport's really
Icon
close
X-ray Golf Sierra traffic
to all the
in sight.
hotels and stuff. Oh. Okay. I don't know what that pyramid thing is called. I do recognise these things though. The MGM. Recognise all of this from the Hangover movie, Hangover Part 1, which I think was just called The Hangover. I don't think they knew that they were doing a 2 and 3, which weren't very well received. I still enjoyed them. I mean, I still watch them. I don't know about enjoyed. Oh my god. Ciao. Crazy, isn't it? I think Alan made the Hangover movies. Look at the size of this though. I can't remember the actor's name, but yeah, he did a really good part in that. The character was just crazy, wasn't he? The Palazzo. This is all mob money, isn't it? It was, you know, it's gradually been legitimised into a business. I mean, I say legitimised, like as in it's within the law. You know what I mean? The morality of it is probably questionable, but yeah, it's all mob funded, and the mob history of Vegas and all of that is interesting. I mean, this is money laundering. Do you know what I mean? And usually mobs make money through killing and drugs. Mainly drugs.
Going to
So it
119
is a
decimal for
it is a
Icon
sin
X-ray Golf
city, isn't
Sierra.
it? Basically, Vegas.
Southwest
Look at that thing
154
up
for
there. I
descend
don't know
and
what that's
maintain
called.
6,600 feet. Keep speed not above 200 knots.
That's like a big restaurant thing.
.119er decimal 775 Icon X-ray Golf Sierra. Las Vegas approach Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 2,500 feet.
What's this little thing over here? I haven't seen that before. What is it? LVM. Is that a building or a sculpture or what? LVH. God, you can see all the like little aircon units and everything. You know what I mean? It's massive. Very detailed. Nice green park, isn't it? That's quite nice. Surprising me. Oh, it's a golf. Is it? Yeah, it's golf. Wow.
119er decimal 4 for
See all the
Icon
bunkers
X-ray
and
Golf
everything.
Sierra. Las Vegas approach Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 2,400 feet.
This is going to be a bit of a sharp turn.
119er decimal 775 Icon X-ray Golf Sierra. Las Vegas approach Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 2,400 feet.
Wow, what's going on there then? Oh, it's just a car park. Christ. I think they'd move those underground, really. Takes up a lot of space, doesn't it, just for car park? Now that's a nice park as well. Again, another surprising bit of green, surprising. Oh, is it a golf? Another golf club. Oh God.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra have the Airbus A28.
How the hell do they irrigate that? Does it help to have a huge lake nearby? Construction site. Wow. I think I'd rather live on the one occasion that I'd actually rather live in a block of apartments would be if I had to live in Vegas and just be able to see the lights and stuff. This will be interesting at night time, hence I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to change the weather and the time of day. So let's whoa, I thought you also autopiloting me.
Have the generic in sight.
So much for autopilot there. Right. Come on. Come on. There we go. Autopilot. Now, let's just fast forward time a little bit. You're making me feel tired now. Had it about right a second ago. That'll do. I think just a little bit darker. There we go. Can't go crazy. Ah. Now that's cool. That's the way to see Vegas, isn't it? Hey, I whacked the throttle up when I was about to stall. Okay. I'm about to do again. Right. There's the airport. Cessna Alpha Sierra Golf X-Ray Sierra coming in on drag strip for emergency landing. It's like better than a limo, isn't it? If you're going to arrive at Vegas, this is how you want to do it. Just get that camera sorted out. So much for the fucking autopilot. Crikey. It crashed me then.
Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra have the generic in sight.
Shut up. It's better. That's like, there's like a mock Eiffel Tower and stuff like that.
Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Look at this at night time.
Las
That's
Vegas
incredible.
approach Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 2,700 feet.
That is just phenomenal.
119.775 Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra. Las Vegas approach Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 2,700 feet.
This has got to be that. There's not a lot of cities say they never sleep. Like London does bloody sleep. London falls asleep at like midnight easily. By midnight, it's asleep. You know, all the services stem down. It's very hard to find somewhere to eat after midnight. But Vegas definitely does seem like a city that doesn't sleep. But there's a proportion of people, and I'd probably be one of them, that sort of came out at night time. Do you know what I mean? All those neon lights probably keep you awake. I know the lighting in casinos designed to keep you awake. Right, for sure. Oops. Over the airport again. Keep ending up over the airport. Okay, one last run and then I think it's time to land. Mandalay Bay. Yeah, I don't like Vegas. I mean, it's interesting. I don't like what it represents, if I'm honest. So I don't know. I think it's the epitome of greed and inconsiderateness. You know, I think it represents all the negative. I find very little positive about Vegas. Do you know what I mean? And I find it fake. It's a fake city. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's not for me. I don't think I'd ever really visit in real life, and not like as a protest thing. I just wouldn't go out my way to visit Vegas, really. Um, but it's been nice seeing it now, like this, and just getting a sense of the size of it, really, because it is vast, isn't it? I mean, look at all that lights over there into the distance.
North Las Vegas Tower Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is 6 miles south, 2,600 feet, with Oscar to land.
Come on, North Las Vegas. I'm on final approach. What's happening? Descend and maintain 6,500 feet. Expect ILS. Runway 26R approach via FR. Please acknowledge.
Cleared to land runway 25 Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra. North Las Vegas Tower Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
I wish you wouldn't throttle me down. Why have I not got any radio come back from North Las Vegas? It's annoying me now. It's coming back as text. Southwest 543, you are 16 miles east, descend. Where are we? Oh my god. Airport is 11 o'clock, 4 miles. Well, that didn't really help. What I want to know is where my ILS has gone. Because I'm struggling. Really struggling. Without it, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's... Come on. Oh, you're joking. Oh. Bloody thing. Are they off now? We're on. Oh, that's on. Okay. Nav lights off. Put them on. Taxi lights off. Landing lights on. I'm just going to land somewhere. I mean, that looks like a runway. That'll do. There's the landing gear. It's the landing gear down. I think that's everything. God. Okay, touchdown.
121.7 for Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Oh, perfect landing. Oh. Use the nose to slow down a bit there. Engine off. Like a glove. Beautiful. Some alarms going off. We can just turn that off, can't we? We don't need alarms annoying us. Put the flaps down. I meant to do that before we landed. Water rudder, don't need that. Inoperative, don't need that. How do I turn the electrics off? Not that, whatever that is. That's the air vent. Avionics brightness. Don't know what that affected. Okay, that's no news to nobody. I don't think it's that panel. Where do you take the key out then? Strobe lights off. Nav lights off. Taxi lights on. Landing lights off. Water rudder. What's that? That's the throttle. There's just no way to like turn the plane off, is there? That throttle up. Oh. Jesus. Done. Total time of flight 2 hours 20 minutes. Not bad, not bad.